some of the other board manufacturers, but still pretty good. You got the 3 M.2s under heat sinks. Overall, the VRMs are phenomenal. Has a really unique kind of, I like that blocky styling. I really do like that for the TUF motherboard. I think it does give it kind of a unique identity out there. 220 right now, 218. This board has been seen down to like 195 as well. Often it's the cheapest of the premium motherboards. The other motherboard I wanted to talk about here is the MSI MPG B650 Edge Wi-Fi. Really not that different than the Tomahawk. Maybe a little bit here and there. But the thing I think that most people will be looking at here is the RGB and the white kind of metallic stylings. Great for an all-white build. We will do like an all-white motherboard in just a moment. But if you're looking for a board that's kind of got that white styling to it, looks really cool. The other thing about this motherboard that I have not been able to figure out is it goes on sale more than any other motherboard I've seen. I don't quite understand that. Right now it's at $239, but you can often find this board all the way down to like $210. All right, for those of you who are looking for a color theme build, particularly those of you who want a white build, we'll do all black as well. I do really like the MSI MPG B650 Edge Wi-Fi. We already talked about this one. It's a little bit more silver than white on it. It has some cool RGB elements to it. I think overall would go really, really well with that kind of build. $239, it's got upgraded kind of everything across the board, including really nice rear panel connectivity. We also have the Gigabyte B650 Aero G. Now this is a board they market more towards creators, but it's basically the B650 Pro AX, except it's got the Aero styling to it. Really no difference whatsoever. Same amount of everything. Just kind of has that more white, silvery, and slight kind of rainbow pastel picture to it. I think this would also really, really go well with a white theme build. But of course, if you are a purist and you absolutely have to have white on white on white, as always, we've got the NZXT N7 B650E. This board is basically an ASRock design, the motherboard itself, and then NZXT does all the styling to it. So it's got upgraded AL1220 audio to it. It's got decent rear panel connectivity, not as much high-speed connectivity as those other motherboards we were just looking at, but certainly plenty if you're just looking to do fun things like an all-white build. It does come with that clear CMOS button on the back, which I do really like, as well as the Wi-Fi. So $316 right now. Wish it were a little bit cheaper, but that's where it's been running. And of course, if you're looking to do like a total blackout theme, the NZXT N7 B650 also comes in all matte black. Really super sharp motherboard. Again, $316. Let's quickly go through the best creator boards. So we're looking at boards that have 4 M.2 slots on them, lots and lots of storage, and they've got upgraded audio, along with a bevy of high-speed rear USB connectivity for all your creator goodness. You'll see some X670 boards in here like I promised. Let's start off with a board that last year I called the best kind of mid-range X670 board. That is the ASRock X670E Steel Legend. Unfortunately, it's gone up in price by $30. I don't know what happened there. It should come down. And as a result, it has a lot of price competition. But let me show you, it does have upgraded ALC 1220 audio. I will say only 3 audio capacitors, not necessarily the end of the world. It doesn't necessarily mean that much. 4 M.2 slots on it. It does have pretty good rear panel connectivity. It's got Wi-Fi on there. You've got relatively high speed, but not the highest speed, USB connectivity and a Type-C. Right now selling for $299. But in stiff competition to it is a board I probably would pull the trigger on over that right now. The ASUS TUF Gaming X670E Plus Wi-Fi. This has 4 M.2 slots, a lot of M.2 slots on it. It's got phenomenal VRMs. It's got ALC 1220 upgraded audio. It's got the proprietary ASUS version of the ALC 1220 audio codec on it. Great looking audio section. Look at all those capacitors down there. Has good rear panel USB connectivity, including 2 Type-Cs on it. 2 Type-Cs and tons of higher speed Type-A. I really like this board. If it continues to sell right around this $300 price point, I think this is a real winner. Another great one to take a look at, just compare prices on MSI MPG B650 Carbon Wi-Fi. 4 M.2s on the Carbon Wi-Fi. I like this board quite a bit. I think it also looks really, really nice. Has upgraded audio, good looking audio section to it. And in terms of its rear panel connectivity, probably offers you slightly higher speed. You can figure out which one's slightly more than the other one, which one's going to suit your needs. But 1 Type-C on this, a lot of 3.2 Gen 2 connectivity as well. $309, but I have seen this motherboard get down to like $279 at times. Let's talk about the best ITX motherboards, Ryzen 7000. If we're just looking at the B650i motherboards, there's one by Gigabyte, there's one by ASUS, there's one by ASRock, and there's one by MSI. You can go ahead and take your pick. All of them are relatively good boards. I will say the Asus board is priced kind of stupidly high. It's a ROG Strix board, I get it. They always charge more for that. But $325, that's pretty steep to me. It's pretty steep. Looks nice. It's got probably the best rear panel connectivity of any of them, and it includes an additional USB Type-C, so it's got two total USB Type-C, but the other ones have one. Other than that, they're all essentially the same. They got great upgraded audio. Here's the ASRock one for $289, but the reason I think I'd recommend you the Gigabyte is it has 3 M.2 slots. If you're like, hey Jason, I don't need 3 M.2 slots, then just go ahead and pick your favorite one based on maybe just looks alone, because honestly, that's what's going to divide it. Otherwise, I would probably go with the Gigabyte board for $259, or if I needed all that USB connectivity, I might pony it up for the Asus board. Remember, check out everything linked down in the video description for current pricing and availability, as well as the best current deals. If you got value out of the video, please give it a like, because it makes a huge difference to the channel. And of course, subscribe, click that bell icon. That way you get notified when we release cool content. And we'll catch you on the next one.
Charges flame. Make sure they detonate. Charges have been disabled by the enemy. Total resources left at 50%. Explosives armed. Shoot any tango who gets near them.
Mighty drop requested. Position marked. Don't let me die!
Friendly has taken out Objective Bravo.
I need help!
Our reinforcements get prepared.
Help me, Stan! Do not come to me! Somebody, help me up! Stay there! Do not come to me!
Cut our losses and head home. This one got away from us.
Sean, and I have fallen in love with City Skylines 2. And you need to hit that like button to get over it.
Daddy, chill.
But do we love City Skylines 2 enough to buy the Ultimate Edition? I was inspired to create this by Bob B's latest 2 o'clock video, so I suggest you go check that out. Link is in the pinned comment. I definitely didn't steal the idea. So, is it worth it? Well, as a content creator, it's a must. But to the average player, well, let's find out. Now, it is really up to personal preference, really, let's be honest. But let's break down the details to see if it's cost effective first. So the base game is $49.99, and the Ultimate is almost double that at $89.99, and a savings of around $25, 22%, so it's like $26, $27 overall. If you buy a bunch of packs and stuff, you know, as they come out, then you're already saving money, because some of these things we will see are available later for a price sold separately. If you know you're going to buy a bunch of things down the line, you know, come on now. If you're a frugal spender, and you know, it's looking good for you already. Either way, make sure you pre-order, because you will get bonuses for buying either the base game or the Ultimate Edition. The Season Pass is included, and that is where most of the content comes from. So the price is out of the way. Now let's dive into the content you are potentially spending your additional $40 on. City Skylines 2 Ultimate Edition gives you access to the base game as well as the expansion pass. This includes the San Francisco set, Beach Properties Asset Pack from Q4 2023, 2 content creator packs Q1 2024, the Bridge and Ports expansion Q2 2024, and these Qs are quarters. That's when they're going to come out, guys. So like, you know, Q1's January to February, March, you know, and it goes like that. So they break up the years and, you know, effectively sections of like 4 months. So that's just pretty much how they do that.
We disabled the
You'll
enemy's
get radio stations paired with each release. So let's get on to the San Francisco set. Bring some sunny vibes to your city with the San Francisco set, themed set, a muscle car garage building, 5 different muscle car models, and a police vehicle with to spruce up, you know, your bustling beach city. Including in the set is also an iconic Golden Gate Bridge, of course, a San Francisco map, exclusive with buying the expansion pass. Alright, Beach Properties Asset Pack. This asset pack has everything you need to bring life to your waterfronts. Beach Properties include a vast collection of assets that make it possible to build luxurious beach housing areas, opening with new possibilities for customization of your city. Content Creator Packs ×2 Urban Promenades and Modern Architecture, introducing more than 30 assets each. 30 assets each. These packs will infuse your city with some extra personality. Crafting by 2 of these City Skylines community's favorite creators, these packs truly highlight the talent and artistry of our modders. Bridges and Port expansion. Livelier coasts are now available with these new expansions. Bridges and Ports. With a new set of tools, you are able to create a bustling port of your city. It adds beautiful new details like drawbridges and lighthouses. Drawbridges and lighthouses, okay? With over 100 new assets, as well as new additions to marine industries, you can expand your waterfront landscape and connect your city in exciting new ways. We already see some ports already in the trailer, so that's actually pretty good to know. Okay, so, and of course we have the landmark buildings for the pre-order bonus. It looks like we have, you know, yeah, there's a lot of buildings there. There's just a lot of buildings there. You will get 9 unique buildings based on famous landmarks from around the world, including also a map based on the geography of Tampere and Home, which is the home clock order. Okay, just an extra map, that's pretty cool. But these buildings are what I'm looking for, you know what I mean? Alright, so, yeah, okay, so for me, this is a no-brainer. I'm a content creator and a large city builder who wants as many features as possible and who will buy nearly everything that comes down the line anyway. You know, if you're not pumping hundreds of hours into this game and planning to buy things that get released in the future, and you know you like the game, but when you're playing it casually, then you can 100% justify not buying the Ultimate Edition. If you're not, like, you know, sharing your cities around with everybody else, you don't want to look as impressive, you're just playing in your own time, you might play it a couple of hours a week here and there, and you just like the game casually, you know, the Ultimate Edition, you can probably save your money on there a lot. But for anybody else who makes huge rolling cities and wants, you know, every single unique feature as possible, and they compare and contrast their friends, they post it everywhere, you're probably gonna want to. Your city's gonna look lackluster compared to others if you really care about something like that, right? So I hope this video helped, and I hope to see you all back here for my take on Tomorrow's Dev Diary. I love you, but you gotta piss off.
Hostiles are at the perimeter. Be ready. Northwest! I need a ranger deployment at these coordinates.
For 2023, I am exposing fake games, and this one is Top War. Okay, so I downloaded the game. This is it. I'm actually playing it. Oh, this is actually like the ass. Okay, I'm not doing very good though. I mean, we're building everything with the flanks weapons, but we're not getting any of these extra weapons. Come on, guys. Oh my god, we have to shoot that. Oh no, we just broke some of our thing off. Oh my god. Okay, let's get. Okay, go. We rebuild. Oh good. Oh yes, we got this guy. Can we get this? Can we get? No. Can we get this one? We're not gonna get that one. Can we get this one? The helicopter? Oh, okay. We're not gonna beat this guy. Come on, do it. Oh, I knew it. Top War, not fake. Download it today.
Requesting ranger drop at these coordinates.
Good morning, gentlemen and ladies. RSX Squishy here. And for today's video, I'm going to be talking about everyone's new favorite operator, Nicki Minaj. Yes, that's right. I said it. Nicki Minaj is coming to freaking Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Now, this is... I saw the news 2 days ago. I kid you not. I literally thought this was a freaking prank or someone just messing around with Photoshop or whatever. But it's actually freaking true. It is freaking insane the direction that Call of Duty is going. Nicki Minaj is to Call of Duty as what the Pope is to Madden or something. It makes no freaking sense. It's two completely different freaking things. Oh my god. The direction this freaking company decides to go with. And why Nicki Minaj, if anything? Like, honestly, like, even like Snoop Dogg, and they got 21 Savage, by the way, as well as new operators, which I don't know what the fuck they have to do with Call of Duty. Like, there's all this shit. Like, lately, I want you to guys just to, like, realize, like, Call of Duty is just a basic-ass game. It's essentially hidden behind a paywall where everything else is not earned. You don't earn anything. There's no rewards that you get for reaching a certain level or prestiging or anything. You don't get anything. Everything is just paid. All the fucking camos suck because all the cool camos are hidden behind a freaking paywall. And then now, just to give you guys an idea, they got Nicki freaking Minaj in the fucking item shop now. What the fuck is that about? Seriously. Nicki Minaj in a Call of Duty game. I keep repeating it because I just want you guys to freaking grasp it. Like, the direction of everything in this game is going to shit. If you guys have any hope for Modern Warfare 3 being an actual good game, this is literally an example of the way the game is going to be. Bro, get this bitch the fuck out of this fucking game. Like, I literally have been trolling them on Twitter every freaking time, just talking about fucking how much Nicki Minaj is. And like, okay, I don't hate her as a fucking artist or whatever, but what the fuck is she doing in this game, man? And then here's the thing, Snoop Dogg too, like, what, he made some voices or whatever back in the fucking old Call of Duty games or whatever. Now, fucking, he's part of the fucking game. What the fuck does Snoop Dogg have to do with anything besides that? And then, wasn't he just a skin on the previous Modern Warfare 2019? And then they're making you guys buy him again? I have news for you. If you buy him twice, you're a fucking idiot. If you bought him once, you're low-key stupid, but you're not an idiot as much as of an idiot as the person that bought it twice. And then 21 said, what the fuck? I barely know who that is. I've heard that name or whatever all of a sudden. Now they got this dickhead in fucking Call of Duty. Jesus fucking Christ. Like, literally any fucking random ass person. You're gonna see fucking George Bush next. You're gonna see fucking Clint Eastwood. You're gonna see the fucking extra from White Boy 7th Street in like the first 5 minutes. I don't know. I don't know. Fuck this fucking company. Fuck this fucking game. Like, again, everything is just being paid. Think about it. Recently, when they had that whole The Boys fucking bundle and shit. And at least there's not going to be really any fucking pay-to-play features or whatever, but at least the other bundle had a bunch of shit, like superhero powers that you can, like, use. And some people were saying that they were, like, overpowered or whatever. And at least fucking, what's Nicki Minaj going to do? She got her fucking fake BBL ass and shit. What's she going to do? Fucking fart and then create a fucking smoke cloud or something? I don't know, man. Like, this game is not it. I see myself thinking about this game less and less. I get...
You understand, huh? Yeah. He does all our social media, so all the stuff you've been seeing, that's him.
100 mil, I need it. The glory, I need it. I took L's but walked around like I was undefeated. I like that. I saw my results, I still woke up and chased them. They told me to find myself, instead I want to find a way.
Yeah.
No, just the letters.
Yeah, so some of y'all got going on over here.
Got Sebastian, putting face masks on. That's a 10.
Love makes everything happen. See this all the way down here? Everyone wouldn't be able to do what they do if it wasn't for these people right here. So
Do our best.
yes, sir. We appreciate y'all, man.
Thanks, bud.
Yes, time for action.
Inshallah, I'm about to grab you out. I got that Ezekiel earlier now. That wide face mask. I'm gonna get that 4K face mask right there, boy. What you doing on the break, man? Back at it, right? No, I was chilling with my girl, though. Let me see you home. Back at it, man. What type of face mask? Ezekiel Elliott joint. I ain't never seen that face mask like that. So, Savion. Jackson, Colorado, same. That boy gonna get the same. Actually, not the same result, better. Better result for sure. They about to see. Oh, you only did that. All right, you gonna see. Okay. You gonna see. Oh, they the swag hand in the pack. Swag in the pack.
I'll work with boys. The squad is acceptable.
Like a robot. You should have. Do I guess? Look like twerk activities, man. No twerk. Hey, we work.
God, dog, that wasn't even in the city.
Bravo objective has been destroyed by the enemy.
What the shit we say? I need much.
Watch cable-free live TV with no hidden fees or long-term contracts. Sign up and start watching today. YouTube TV. Try it free. Terms apply. Cancel anytime. When you get your family's favorites, weekly essentials, and ice cream through Instacart, you get groceries while saving time. Get free delivery on your first 3 orders.
Multiple people came to visit me and wanted my social proud of this man. Something about that thing that was on the inside of him that I connected with. And going home, going here because of the opportunity. Really it's really nice. All of you guys. We're not out there, we're not friends, we're not special things. We are a team. Right? And that is important. You feel all of the coaches. What's wrong with opportunity? That's a great opportunity. Everybody in this room, everybody in these doors right now, you have a great opportunity. You have an opportunity that, to be honest with you, a lot of people in this country would like to have. Right? You were chosen to be in these seats. Okay? So with that opportunity comes a lot of responsibility. A lot of responsibility. How you take care of yourself, how you act, right? How you learn, how you control. One of the couple of things that I've heard that I just made notes. One of the things, because I've heard it too, because listen, is criticism. Okay? Well, all that is clutter. What people say is clutter. You will remember this and if you listen to people that are behind you, it won't be long before you're sitting. It doesn't matter what they say.
Right? Because everything we do in NBC, defense, offense, special teams, will be about the people in this room. It'll be about the people in the seat. It'll be about what we do, not what the hell they say. Everybody got it. This is my I'm telling my 80 home bill, but I'm going to tell you what. I couldn't be more excited. Out of 50 years, this is the best one. You're going to bullshit on the field, you ain't playing for us. Real simple, I don't care. We're respected. Great. I didn't come here to be an average. Coach Brian didn't hire me for that. So I'm going to challenge you every single day. I'll be honest with y'all.